Day 3. It's like 7:30. I just got up a little bit ago. I didn't even film like an early morning thing. I just went ahead and went straight to coffee. Tim's already eaten, had coffee, gone out to the woods for a long time, and he's heading out to the water now. I gotta at least drink 1 cup of coffee, and then I guess I'm gonna head out again. And yeah, not really going the way I thought it would. I can't believe I haven't caught any fish, but I'm stubborn, so I'm gonna try more. So, tried pretty much every type of lure that I have, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna try next, or cycle back through them maybe. I'm using a braid on 2 of my poles and fluorocarbon on the other, and I'm wondering, but I use the poles with the braid the most, and I'm wondering if that's an issue. So I have some spools of mono in my tackle box, so I'm gonna tie on some of that, maybe like I don't know, 3-foot section, 6-foot section, something like that, and see if that makes a difference. Because on some of the occasions when I can physically see the fish, they swim right up to it and they leave. So I'm wondering if they can see the line, and that's what the problem is. Because the water here is pretty clear. It's really clear, actually. Whereas in Florida, I'm used to, you know, mostly dark water, you know, with all the tannins and everything. So I don't know if that's what the problem is. It could be, because I've tried every type of retrieve you can think of: slow, fast, jerky, jigged. So I don't know. I've Texas rigged a couple different types of plastics also. You know, fished them real slow. I've swam them. I've swam them low, swam them high. It's just not working. Various colors. The only color I haven't tried, I think, is blue. So, but yeah, I don't know. But at this point, I mean, not even just because the fishing's not going well for me. I have my fly rod since Tim. I think Tim actually brought 2 fly rods, and there's this creek here, and I'm wondering if we can follow it up somehow. There's a couple trails that go up, and get access to it and try for some trout. There's really nowhere else in this immediate area to fish for brookies and stuff, and I would like to do that as well, at least for a little bit while we're here, even if it doesn't work out, like the bass and walleye fishing hasn't worked out. Brought it, I want to do it. So anyway, I am down to my last battery, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to film today. I don't film out on the water anyway, but and tomorrow we're paddling out. That's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be, we have to paddle all the way back to the car. So paddling to these sites was hard enough, and now I have to do all of it in one day. So that's gonna suck. But tonight I'll get everything all set up, all packed, except for like what I really need out, and that way I can we can start early in the morning. Hit the road. So we came down this like super narrow trail along the creek here. See if there's any spots for fly fishing. It is really narrow trail. We thought it's so small we thought it was a game trail at first, but clearly people have been coming down this way. And there's like a couple little cut-ins and some good pools that might hold some small trout. Tim's back there looking at bugs, I think. Man, so off the main trail we were on is this little side trail, and we looked down and we found all these picnic tables lined up for any sign of some kind of unknown reason, because there's literally nothing else out here but more woods. So, you ever heard that ghost story theory thing about people that find stairs in the woods, and how if you do, you should never ever walk up them, like bad things happen? There's been like a couple bad B movies about it, but one of this is sort of like that.
and no matter what, you should probably never ever sit on them.
What?
I don't know. We're looking for this, ironically, we're looking for this cemetery. The McClure family cemetery is up here somewhere. But we're about a mile up the mountain, which is, we're on top of the mountain. But so Tim said it's about a mile hike up from where we're camped. So not far, but man, it's been like straight up almost the whole time. Straight up, yo. Yeah, straight up the mountain. But yeah, this place is wild. It's a lot of deaths in the late 1800s, some early 1900s, and some you don't know because the rocks, the tombstones are so old. There's just nothing on them at all. Some have had, looks like some fresh marble tombstones placed, or maybe it's the second tombstone, you know, like they're front and back kind of thing. I don't know, but it's wild. So if you come here, it's about a mile hike up, rigorous hike, straight up, but not that far, not that bad. We did it in tennis shoes, so cool. I'm gonna head back. Well, we went fishing again for I don't know, like an hour and a half, and still nothing. I tried what I tried, white, it doesn't matter. I tried a few different things, nothing. Tim tried a few different things, nothing. So what I'm thinking, part of the problem is the fact, aside from the fact that it's the middle of the day and hot and sunny, you don't really fish that time of day, but for the rest of the time, I think this lake is really pressured. I've seen a lot of people bass fishing out here, and so obviously that makes it harder to catch fish unless everything's absolutely perfect. And we haven't really been fishing at like ideal times, so it's got to be the problem. But we're gonna try here tonight before it gets dark, and I have a plan. So where we're at, I think I mentioned earlier that a lot of trash has floated up in here. The wind, the current from the wind pushes all the trash to this end of the lake and into our little cove. And whereas that sucks because there's like a lot. I found some 2-liter bottles. This isn't exactly a 2-liter bottle. I don't know what this is. But either way, 2 big bottles, and we're gonna make some minnow traps. So we have a few different types of things for bait to put in the minnow traps. Tim talked about maybe putting, he's got like some canned or pouch chicken breast or some summer sausage. I have beef jerky, Cheez-Its, things like that. So we're gonna try a few things. So something in one, something different in the other. And I'm also not sure about the color. If you've made a lot of these 2-liter bottle minnow traps and you think color matters, leave me a comment. So we have a green one and a clear one. I'm not sure which one's best, but we have 2, so we're gonna set both and just kind of see what happens. And if we do end up with some minnows, there are a ton of minnows down there, so hopefully we end up with some. But if we do, then I might put some on a small hook under a bobber, maybe one at 6 feet, one at 12 feet, try trolling for crappie. So I think if I start at like the mouth of the cove and just kind of drift back, I mean, we'll see, right? But first, we have to make these things. Bushcraft. Alright, to make this work, you saw I had the bait in, you saw how I cut it. So it's open. We're just gonna take a rock, slide it in there, that'll weight it and keep it on the bottom of the water. And then you take this dude, slide it in there. Now, so the idea is that fish swim in because it's like a funnel going in, and then because it's like weird to get out, they can't get out. So I've done this before, it does work. So we're gonna set them up and see how it goes. double feather stick.
Witchcraft!
Watching Tim do all that work sure does make me thirsty. You want to see where we're getting our drinking water from? Man, that is so good. It's ice cold. It like has like the best taste, you know, just like taste pure water, because, well, it is. The lake, I got some water out of that yesterday before we got here, and it was good too. It's clear, it just tastes lakey. This, however, is great. Nestle ever figured out they can come up here and start bottling this, these creeks should be dry. So tonight's dinner is pretty basic. I got it prepped already. I'm going with Mountain House beef stroganoff. I do the Pro Pack, requires a little less water. I also added some of this hot sauce, which I got at REI on like a whim. I mean, you can get hot sauce at any grocery store, but Serrano, yeah. It's green, it's really good. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. Tim, what are you having?
Mountain House Pasta Primavera.
Pasta Primavera, there you go. Also pretty basic. We haven't got the fire started yet. We cut more wood. You know, we got everything prepped. We have a ton of firewood, so I'm sure there's going to end up being some left for whoever comes here next. But we're holding off on that because the idea is we're going to eat here in a couple of minutes and then hit the water, fish a little bit before it gets dark. Then we'll come back, you know, and have the fire and a few drinks, stuff like that. But yeah, so far it's been a great time. That's our last night. We have a 8-mile paddle out, which is going to be absolutely brutal for me. Tim, he's going to coast right through it, you know, and but for me it's going to be rough, but you know, that's fine. Part of the adventure, right? Yeah, I don't know. Let's have dinner. But she's done. I added some hot sauce to it. Oh, I already said that. Tim, what are you having? Oh, we don't know what you're having. Is it good?
Welcome to Flavor Country. Wait, what was it?
Is it good?
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh yeah, look.
It's
See?
Yeah.
Tim gave me a couple of these little like dehydrated cheese balls. They did not hydrate.
Nope. This is not my favorite Mountain House,
That's good though.
but it's not the worst dehydrated meal I've ever had. That award goes to that tastes good Creole gumbo.
Yeah.
What the brand was that? Like, I won't even eat that brand anymore. It's so bad. Like, I can't trust them. I trusted you, and you took my heart and you tore it into pieces.
I think with that, I can't remember what it was. Either something Yosemite trip, so check out that video for whatever that was called, that brand. But I think if we had some chicken and grilled it or something, or maybe some steak and made like fajitas, that would be a good additive to the fajita part. But it's going to require steak and cheese and hot sauce and flavor.
Yeah. It's like, sounds like a good way to ruin a good fajita. This is really good if you miss Applebee's.
Man, I'm so much more red than you. Oh.
Yeah. So, fun fact, last night I slept through the night. I was out. Tim, however, woke up to some sounds. Tell him.
It sounded like banshees. Like it was I don't know. I couldn't tell if it was like baby bears, but I mean it sounded like pigs. But I was like I didn't remember there being feral hogs in North Carolina. So when I opened the tent, I also could not tell immediately because it's exactly at midnight. I just look out, I see little beady eyes and little things moving around.
Well, it wasn't me.
Yeah, so I immediately hop. Well, we'll leave that part out. But I hopped out of the tent prepared. Fully prepared for battle with whatever supernatural phenomenon was happening outside the tent. It turned out to just be wild hogs, so nothing big, and they were just rooting around, creating quite the ruckus, I might add. It's like the entire camp was tore up from them rooting around,
including around my tent.
But I knew there wasn't really anything to worry about with the gentle sounds of Jimmy snoring coming from next door. Although I was waiting because he's in a trekking pole tent. And you know they have very precarious. They're all held up by guy lines. I was just waiting for one of those dumb little bastards to knock out one of your guy lines and have your tent fall down.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been hilarious. Yeah. But then I climbed back to my tent and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna get back to sleep. And 2 minutes later, it was 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
He got up to 6. I slept till 7:30.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, 6 is sleeping in for me. Normally, I mean, if this was any other camping trip, I'd be halfway home by 6.
This is so good. I use like a 3rd bottle of hot sauce on it though.
This is, I'm halfway through this and it is still highly
I'm almost
mediocre.
done.
Holy crap. Well, it's smaller portions.
Oh, yeah.
I'm eating for 2.5 here.
You save room for dessert, right?
What do we have? Cherry pies?
Well, we're gonna catch fish.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, probably cherry pie. I have cherry pies. Or honey buns. It's like my go-to dessert.
You have some nice trash stuffed flounder.
Dude, that was fantastic.
I am enjoying a nice peach iced tea whiskey, though, courtesy of Mr. Jimmy Walker here.
I like this on its own, but the hot sauce really made it. That was, man, that was one of the best backpacking dehydrated meals I've had. All because of the hot sauce. And I'm chasing it, a little bit of Jameson. Showed you guys at the beginning, I had almost a full bottle. This way out left. Just been kind of slow rolling it. If you camped with me before, you know that I could probably drink this whole thing in one night. Not that kind of trip. But cheers.
You should make some new labels for those that say dumb water.
I got a little sun on this trip. Can't really tell with the tattoo arms. It just fades it. Damn, that arm. It's dark, reddish, but the neck. I'm gonna need some lotion. So we're about to head out to go fishing right before dark. Although it's not gonna get dark for another like 2 hours or so, but still, we're ready. It's like 7 o'clock, it gets dark about 9 here. But first things first, let's check these minnow traps. So the winner was green bottle and beef jerky. We had none.
in the Cheez-Its clear bottle. Oh, dude. They are unhappy.
Hey, that's the most fish you caught all weekend.
I know. There's 1, 2, is there 3? There's 3.
Yeah.
But they're decent size. Here. Whoa. Oh. Nope. Decent size. So yeah, live bait.
Drink it.
So I'm gonna rig one of those guys up and just kind of drift troll across the lake, see what happens. Once again, not really gonna film too much when I'm out there, but I will report back when we're done. Little dude. So we're back to fishing. Went okay. I caught one, real small, but still counts. Took live bait to do it, which kind of sucks, but I figure it's okay because I made the trap that caught the live bait. So I figure it kind of evens out, you know. A little trapping and fishing. Anyway, it's getting cold. We're gonna get this fire started. So it's the end of night 3. We're hanging out by the fire. I have a little bit to drink, and there's this sound out there. Like some kind of screech, squeal thing. I don't know what it is. I was like, maybe it's a bobcat. Tim thinks it's a fox. But it's loud, and it's coming from the other side. So when you come down from the ridge we're on, and you cross the water, the other ridge is like over there. So it's not like it's like up right behind us or anything, but I don't know, Tim's walking over that way to try to get a better look. I don't think the camera's gonna be able to pick it up because we can hear it, but you know how cameras are. Man, I wish I had a sound recorder. That's wild. I don't know.
Day 4. Alright, I just woke up. I have no idea what time it is, but time to get up, make some coffee, pack up, and get
As we began the long paddle out, I took one last look around the tiny little cove that we called home the last 2 nights and took a minute to reminisce about our time kayak camping on Fontana Lake.